Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. I've got Baloo here helping me today. He's getting a little antsy, but he can make it through. He's going to help me. We are going to do a workout today with only one set of dumbbells. So when I do a workout with one set of dumbbells, I usually choose a little bit lighter of a weight just so that I can make sure I can do all of the exercises. Plus your arms are probably going to get pretty tired because you're holding these dumbbells for the entire set, for the entire workout. So choose a little bit lighter, maybe 5 pounds, maybe 3 pounds. And then you can always change, go through the first set, maybe with a lighter pair. And then if you think, oh, I want a heavier pair, then you can grab a heavier pair for the second round. But I think by the time you do these a couple times through, your arms are going to be getting pretty tired. So we're going to just hold on to your dumbbells for this workout and make sure you come into these workouts warmed up and ready to go. So you've done 5 to 10 minutes of cardio, gotten your heart rate up, your muscles are warm, and you're ready to move. Okay, so we're going to start off actually with a chest press. You can do this either on a ball, like in a bridge, or on the floor. So if you don't have a ball or you don't feel confident using a ball right now, you can do this on your bed or on the floor. So starting right here, chest press up. 1, 2, 3. And if you have a ball and you want to bridge out on the ball, then please do that. I have mine there and I was going to demonstrate, but I want to make sure I just demonstrate the floor here. And if you do have a ball and you want to use it, just walk out. I'll do that real quick. Walk out into a bridge. So your shoulders and your head are resting comfortably on the ball, like this. And then you have a straight line from your knees to your shoulders and pressing up from there. So if you decide to do it there, that's a great way to also add some hamstring and glute and core stabilization. You can also do a little bridge on the floor. If you don't have a ball and you want to add a little, you can do a bridge and chest press at the same time. So there's a few different ways we could do that chest press and really make sure we get a good muscle burn from it. Okay, then we're going to stand up. I'm going to lift up my camera here. And we're going to do some chest or some squats. So I'm just going to have you hold the weights right here at your chest. So squat down, back up. You don't have to, so if depending on where you are with squats, you can go here. It's the same motion and same muscles no matter how deep you go, but regardless, you're sitting back in your heels, you're bending your knees, and you want your hips back like you're going to sit down in a chair. Keeping your chest up nice and tall. 8. Squeeze your glutes as you come and stand up. 9 and 10. Good. Okay. Next, we're going to do bent over rows. So there's a couple different ways you can do this too. If you have back pain, sit in a chair or on a ball, and I can show you that. Like this, and we're just going to row up. The other way you can do it is if you don't have back pain and you want to challenge yourself a little, you kind of go into a little bit of a squat and row like this. So the key here is keeping your core tight. And your back flat. Driving your elbows towards the ceiling no matter which way you're doing it, if you're sitting in a chair or using a ball or standing like I am. But notice that my back is really flat. I'm squeezing those shoulder blades, driving my elbows towards the ceiling. And I'm keeping my abs pretty tight to protect my back. So if I'm here, this is going to hurt my low back. I don't want to be here. Sticking your hips back, really engaging your glutes and your core. And like I said, if that's all too much, then sit and do that. Okay, now we're going to do ab leans, either from a ball or the edge of a chair. You can do it either way. If you don't have a ball, sit on the edge of your bench or a sturdy chair like your kitchen chair. And we're just going to keep your weights right here or right here. So if you keep them on your legs, it's a little bit less intense, but I'm gonna keep my heels out here like this, ab, lean. So I'm tilting back, I'm just pivoting on top of that ball there or on the edge of your chair, keeping your back nice and tall, keeping your core nice and tight. If you want to add a little more to this, you could hold your weights here. 8, 9, and 10. Good. And then, of course, you can always do more of those. And then another way to make it a little bit more challenging is when you go back and then you come up, don't come up all the way. Notice that I'm still tilted. So I'm just going to be in this range of motion here versus sitting all the way up, and you can feel your abs release when you sit all the way up. So to make it more challenging, stay a little bit more in that reclined kind of position. Okay, now we're going to do kind of step out reaches with your dumbbells. So this is another reason you want to make sure you grab a light enough weight in the beginning. So I'm not going to have you punch, but I want you to step, reach, step, reach, step, reach. And we're not really stepping. My feet aren't going anywhere. They're a good little wider than hip distance apart. I can move. My hips are back just a little. My knees are bent, just like most positions that we get into. I want you to reach out, reach out. So like you're in a punching position, but you're not punching these weights. You're just kind of reaching them diagonally out in that punching motion, but in a slow and controlled fashion. A little bit of a squat. Not really, we're just kind of bouncing in those knees and hips, keeping everything nice and fluid. Keep breathing. 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, and 10. All right, and now for the real shoulder burn. In the end, we're gonna add a little balance and add some shoulders. So let's stand in a tandem stance. Bring those weights up to your shoulders. Now you can either keep your elbows in and press up, or put your elbows out to the side and press up. It totally depends on how it feels to you. It doesn't matter. You work the muscles a little differently, but not enough to matter. What matters is that you can do it in a pain-free range of motion. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, good job. You probably really want to put those weights down now. Get a good arm burn. I wanted to mention with this one, if you're feeling any pressure in your back whatsoever, just punch out a little ways. Keep your elbow bent so that you're not putting too much pressure on your back when you reach that weight out away from your core. Okay, go ahead and repeat these through a couple more times. Don't be afraid to grab a lighter weight of dumbbells. And maybe on the last one, you're doing it a couple of those without the weights, and that's okay. You can set them down and continue to do some of them without. Like you could do those step reaches without weights. You could do the ab leans without weights, stuff like that. So remember to stretch when you are finished and do a good cool down, which, stretching and breathing and lots of water. So I will see you next time. Thank you, everybody. Keep moving.